What was... How did they... What does that... Greetings, geeks and geekerellas. It is me. I am back for Doctor Who. Which, sorry, gonna cut to the chase. I'm actually shaking here. Spoiler alert, if you guys haven't seen the episode, go watch it, then come back and tell me what you think in the comments down below. Alright, before I get into this, I just want to say, they fucking did it again. Twice. Did a shocker of a reveal that we did not see coming in any of the castings or any of the filmings. I mean, one of them I can kind of see because that was probably done in a studio, but still, the fact that they managed to keep that under wraps. Really good on Chibnall and this tape for keeping secrets. Holy crap. But let's actually talk about the episode before we get into the crazy stuff. We go into this episode where we are following this woman named Ruth, who is 40-something-year-old, who's married. It's her birthday. She is a tour guide. She's just living her normal life. We see the Jadoon, and a message starts going out. And we see an army of Jadoon. Like a legit army. And then we get a platoon, if you will. A platoon of Jadoon. They were really proud of that one. So the Doctor is kind of still spaced out, dealing with the whole Master stuff. We find out that apparently in the off-screen adventures, she'll leave the companions somewhere, then go to Gallifrey to look over the wreckage, and then come back hours later, which is kind of sad. And we start to see this Doctor unwind, which is really cool and really different. Especially at the end of this episode, too. We'll get to that, and I just realized now in order to cover the big stuff, I'm going to have to cut some corners. So the Doctor notices a stress beacon thing going out warning that the Jadoon are going to come to Earth to capture a fugitive. They go to Earth, Doctor and crew intercepts them, goes to Earth, finds Ruth and her husband. The Jadoon are going to activate this illegal weapon to capture the fugitive. So the Doctor talks them out of it. She goes into the room and she talks to them. And she's like, okay, alright, who's the fugitive? What's going on here? And then, you're both humans, so what's going on here? Why are the Jadoon here? And all the dude will say is, get her out of here. Get her out of here. I can handle this. Get her out of here. So finally, oh yeah, by the way, at some point during the getting to the apartment, Graham just randomly disappears. The Doctor and Yaz and Ryan split up so that Ryan and Yaz can deal with the Jadoon platoon, distract them some more so the Doctor can get Ruth out of there. Then they randomly disappear, and we'll get back to that. Trust me, we'll get back to that. So the Doctor and the Doctor and Ruth are in the cathedral, and then they get a text from her husband, and we flash to her husband, who clearly know someone else is in charge of the Jadoon, who looks humanoid, and she comes in. They clearly have a past, but in the end, it's revealed that he's not the fugitive, and she kills him. So then we go back to the cathedral. The Doctor and Ruth are confronted by the Jadoon. Ruth legit goes badass on the Jadoon, but she goes a little too far and takes one of the horns of the head Jadoon and does a teleport thing to teleport all of them back while stealing their weapon. And the Doctor's like, who the hell are you? What the f was that? And she doesn't know. She's like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see your phone, because you obviously got a text. And so she's like, okay, this is what the text said. What does that mean? And she says, lighthouse. So they go to a lighthouse, and they split up. Ruth is roaming the house, while the doctor is trying to investigate the apparent graves of her parents. Ruth's parents. And she finds it, and she starts digging, only to find her police box. And it's like, what the hell? Meanwhile, Ruth is rummaging through things and sees a glass, and part of the message was break the glass. So she breaks the glass, and when she does, this like Time Lord temporal energy crap starts rolling through her, and all of a sudden she wakes up, and she dressed in a very proper yet a little bit eccentric outfit, comes up to the doctor and is like, I now have all my memories back. This is gonna be, I'm the doctor. And you're like, what the fuck? Because initially I thought she was gonna be like the master, because they even brought up the master earlier, so I thought it was gonna be the master in disguise. But no, she says, I'm the doctor, and takes her to her TARDIS, which looks very much like early days, like one or two, like the first two generations of the Doctor, maybe three. And Ruth is now a different personality. She's got a very like Doctor-esque personality to her. The artist formerly known as Ruth. And now so Ruth Doctor and our Doctor are talking, and it's clear it's kind of like when, gives me flashbacks of when the War Doctor met 11 and 10 in the 50th anniversary. And they're like, how can this happen? Because Doctor's like, I don't remember being you. Ruth's Doctor's like, I don't remember being you. So something's going on here. But before they can figure out too much, they have to go to the Jadoon ship and figure out things. And incidentally, through Pooey, Ruth Doctor ends up causing it so that the main chick dies. We don't find out who actually was hiring the contract, though. She was just working for them. They threaten the Jadoon to leave, and they do. And then but they are trying to figure out what happened, but they're like, I don't really care. We need to go and stop. And the Doctor's still in just, our Doctor is just still like in what the fuck mode. And so she goes back to Earth, runs into her companions. They take her, they all go to the TARDIS, and then they tell her what happened with them. And that was, when Graham left, he entered a random spaceship piloted by Captain Jack Harkness. What the fuck? That was like, what? Because you thought the Ruth thing was like, what? But then also Captain Jack? What? In all of his sexy glory. Yes, I'm calling him sexy because he is. I don't care. A straight man can call another man sexy. But, so he kisses Graham and he's like, hey, I like the kind of whole pepper thing you got going on there. And he's like, I'm not the Doctor. And he's like, oh boy. And it's a she now. And he's like, fantastic. I need to see this. And so he brings in Yas and Ryan. And he's like, you look good. I like you, Ryan. But he said she, so it's got to be you, right? And Graham's like, no. He's like, fuck. Well, we don't have that much time because the ship's nanotech is going to start fighting me and killing me. And they're like, what? And he's like, tell the Doctor about the lone Cyberman. You need to stop the lone Cyberman. Otherwise, everything is doomed. They're like, what the hell? And he's like, you guys haven't met Cybermen yet? Great. But tell the Doctor that. She'll know what it means. And then he's like, I'll be back. It might not be for a while, but I'll be back when the Doctor needs me. And then he leaves. And so they tell the Doctor all this, and she's like, what the hell? And she tells them what Cybermen are. and she kind of tells them about the whole Ruth thing, and she's questioning who she is as a person and all the things about her because the doctor doesn't kill. The companions give a roaring speech to boost her, saying, "We're family. We don't care who you were or who you're going to be. We know who you are right now, and your family." And it's a really touching, sweet moment, but I've run out of time and apparently run out of voice because my voice is going. But thank you guys for watching. Next time, See Me will be for Supergirl. That's it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Till next time and beyond. I am legit losing my voice.